What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Tyler's Real Fishing. Today I'm going to start off the episode real quick by showing who won the 50,000 subscriber giveaway. Several of you guys have probably already seen, probably a good majority of you have already seen, based on my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. But if you haven't, let's check over the computer right now to the randomizer and see who won. And yes, I am wearing a Harambe shirt. It says, I'm with him, as opposed to, you know, who the other person is. Alright, so now that the giveaway winners have been chosen, it is time to pack up my truck and head to Austin for a short weekend of fishing. So we'll see you guys on the road. Well, I'm sitting here at the high school, Lake Travis High School, where I went to school, and picking up my friend. We're gonna go fishing, one of my subscriber/fishing team friends. And but I have 10 rods with 2 reels on them, so I gotta string up a bunch of reels and put them on these rods real quick. Alright, so Miggy and I are out here on the water on Lake Travis, my home lake. If you guys haven't followed me for like 3.5 years, which is the majority of you, you probably haven't seen much of Lake Travis. That's because I fished it in high school and growing up, and it was a good lake, but it had a drought for 4 years. Now it's back up again. So these fish are, you know, becoming healthy once again. The population's getting better. There's more shad, more crawfish, more bluegill, things like that for the fish to feed on. So we're trying to figure out the fall pattern right now. He's got a tournament tomorrow called the LT Cup, which I won the first, I guess, the inaugural LT Cup that we held. And hopefully try to figure out some pattern for the tournament tomorrow. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That a giant? Oh yeah. Absolute toad. Well, that's like 2 or 3 fish on the crankbait. We didn't get the first 1 or 2 on camera, and I got one on jig I didn't get on camera, but hasn't really told us anything yet.
A funky gill.
Yeah, it's got a weird gill thing on him. Cool. Hopefully this will key us into something. We were hoping the wind picks up for the crankbait bite, but doesn't look like it's going to.
That one?
Yeah. A keeper! Literally, like, the closest to shore I can cast is Kitech. Get the nut, Maggie! Man, that's not a bad fish either. I would take 5 of those to start off the day tomorrow. First nice fish, you know, 14.5, 15 incher. On the smallmouth Kitech setup I was using there in Canada this summer. I just haven't taken the Kitech off. You know, 3.5 inch Kitech easy swimmer. Cool. Just realized I left all my Kitechs at home, so I might try to salvage this one that was kind of torn up a little bit. Yeah, I can just, oh, nope, it's torn. Never mind.
There's fish.
Got one? Yeah. Ooh. Any bigger?
I think it's bigger. Maybe. No.
Yup.
Maybe.
Yeah. Get him in. Oh, that's a keeper. That's a nice one, dude. Ooh, watch your fingers there. Sweet. That one's going in the box for a picture.
Yeah. Oh, what? That's a fish.
You got one?
Yeah. Don't jump.
You think it'll keep?
No. No.
I don't think so. We don't want him in a picture anyways. Was he really close to the shore?
Ooh. Yeah, like I threw it in the brush and he came out.
That's where they're going to be. Alright, so we have discovered that these fish are not quite in the backs where the shad is. They're following the shad, so they're kind of in the middle of each of the creeks. And while we haven't connected to any giants quite yet, we know they want moving baits, shad imitators, I guess you could say, and they want it close to the shore, like inches to the shore. So we're going to keep doing that. Hopefully connect with the big one.
Got him.
Got my stinking fish. Yeah. I got it. All right, guys, they are up shallow. That is for sure. There's no questioning whether they're up shallow. And while it's not a giant, it's a topwater fish, which I haven't had a whole lot of lately. There we go. Oh my. Good fish, dude. We saw him eat it. That was awesome. Oh my. Oh man. That's all right.
Oh well.
Lost about a 3-pounder, but dude, that was cool. We saw him eat right up against the shore. Man, that was fun.
You got him.
I don't even know what that was incredible. He came completely out of the water with the bait in his mouth while I set the hook. I may have to retie thanks to this little squirt.
You got him?
Yeah. Oh man, drone. Absolute giant, folks. This is what you call a flat bass. The bass is flat. Yep. Just as I was saying, it looks like a Canada spot. I hooked into a nice, oh, look at that. Falls right off. Hopefully got the catch on drone, but sunlight's fading on us right now, so there we go. On? Yeah. Little guy. Got him by the side of the face. You? Yep.
Doesn't feel that bad.
You cast in a row?
No, that's not
Oh.
bad, not bad.
He only got one hook in him.
I'm gonna try and swim him.
Play him carefully. Yeah. Yes! Good fish, dude. Oh, don't get that much line. You're gonna break the rod tip. Put some slack in it. There we go, man. That's the best fish of the day so far. The squirrelbill's cruising pretty good today, guys. probably a dummy for not throwing a squirrelbill, but that's usually how I end up doing things. So Miggy's got one more on the squirrelbill. Probably about time to head in because it's getting dark, as you guys can see. I'm sure the GoPro quality is not fantastic, but oh yeah. Oh, there he goes. Sweet. All right, guys, so I thought that I would sit down for just a minute and kind of explain to you guys the tactics and gear that we use to catch the fish at my home lake. It was really good, kind of refreshing to go back to where I started, even though the lake is in a completely different situation than it was when I first fished it. When I fished it, it was 45 feet down. There were no brush. It was basically different kinds of chunk rock, different kinds of boulders. So I learned a lot about rocks in that lake, but I didn't learn a lot about brush until the lake, filled up again and I was able to flip trees, that kind of stuff. So I want to explain kind of the few baits that we caught fish on, and then what actually ended up winning the tournament the next day. Meg did not win the tournament, but one of the Lake Travis kids did, and he won it on a Zara spook. The Lake Travis Cup was won on a spook, just like I thought it would be, because that's what the big fish are eating in the fall in Travis, is big topwater lures. So that's the lure that I threw to catch a few, and then Meg was throwing a square bill. I don't remember exactly what brand. I think it was a Strike King 1.5, but any square bill works as long as it's in a shad pattern. Now, the video that I did on square bills on Lake Somerville, if you guys haven't seen it, click right up here. I used a chartreuse square bill, and that was because the water clarity was very poor. So you had to help the fish see the lure more. You had to use a more, bright color, more flashy color. But Lake Travis has super clear water, and so I had to throw the 6th Sense, very shad colored square bill, and that's what Meg was getting his bites on. Now, those are basically the two baits that we did best on. I caught one on a jig, but it was kind of irrelevant to the situation. And the rods that we were throwing those on were Lou's reels. He was throwing the square bill on the BB1 series, the Pro series, best crankbait reel out there. Never used it before, but it was I'm blown away by how smooth it is. It's an incredible reel on a 7-foot crankbait rod, and then 50-pound braid on a super duty to throw the topwater lures, and I have a big frog in there right now. Now, a few more things. This video comes out on a Thursday, and today I will be flying out to Missouri with Walker Wilson, Jake the Almighty, who else out there? Jake the Informative Fisherman, Tall Fisherman Jay, and a bunch of guys from Lucky Tackle Box and the Lou's Fishing crew. And we're gonna head out there, fish Table Rock, fish some private lakes for trout, and just kind of hang out with the Lou's people for a whole weekend. So it should be fun. And one last thing, I have a P.O. box. I haven't really announced it besides Instagram and Snapchat, but I want to. The problem is I need to unbox some of you guys' mail to be able to announce that I have a P.O. box, but I need you guys to send me stuff so I can unbox it. So I'm kind of stuck in a little bit of a never-ending cycle here. So I need you guys to send me some stuff if you want to. P.O. box is right there. Letters, handwritten, drawing things. As you guys can tell, I'm not really used to getting stuff from you guys, but if you want to send good old TRF, some fan mail, right here in the description as well is my P.O. box. I think that's it for the video, and I have a lot of homework to do. I have like 3 projects, study for a test, so I got a busy night ahead of me. We'll see you guys next time on Tyler's Real Fishing.